I'm deaf as fuck.
Stop. What the fuck now?
I'm trying to eat my dinner.
My steak's gonna get cold.
Oh,
It
God.
already got burnt because you made me freeze.
Let's stop right there.
Flat on a solid surface.
We just went over this.
There's this whole big deal in the video about, I guess most elderly people die from smoking fires. Because they really emphasize putting your ashtray on a hard, stable surface.
But also they created paper due to elderly dying from cigarettes causing fires.
Oh, yeah.
To go out.
Yes.
If they
Yes.
Marlboro Grays.
Marlboro Grays.
Marlboro what?
Marlboro Grays.
Marlboro Grays. We're the cigarette that does not burn the elderly.
Oh, yeah. that's
It's
their...
just like, we go out. We promise.
You got 6 seconds to smoke. Oh! There's 30 different little... What do they call them? Speed bumps?
Yeah, that's what they call them.
Speed bumps.
Yeah.
It was just this nagging lady saying, you can do that while your wife
You
is
should roll
putting
up your
on
sleeves.
Yeah, wipe up.
Her sleeve, she had just these hanging sleeves, and I thought at first they're like, well, the bit in the video is like, what's wrong with this picture, you know? And then they like kind of focus in on something, and I thought it was the handle was outwards, because you know little kids are running around. You want handle inward because they can't grab it.
Mike, there's a video for the elderly.
But
They never produced.
they set it up by saying they zip tied their cabinet closed,
Yeah,
so their
because of
grandkids.
the kids.
Yes. So I thought that the mistake was the handle overhanging the stove, but it was her sleeves.
Those sleeves could touch a hot burner while she's cooking and catch on fire.
I have to admit, that never occurred to me.
It was just
I'll
this
just roll
nagging
them up or
lady
wear
saying,
short sleeves when I cook.
But it was an electric stove too. It was like, it wasn't open flame. It's like, how flammable is your clothes?
I thought at first they're
Her
like,
clothes are
well,
soaked
the
in
bit-
formaldehyde.
Just getting ready.
She's getting ready.
And I thought it was
Familiarizing herself with the smell.
because
We're gonna have to speed up the embalming process.
From the outside in.
The outside instead,
She marinates it.
They set it up by saying they tied their cabinet closed.
But if you can't
So
get
the
out
grandkids-
fast or your
So I
path
thought
is
that the
blocked by
mistake
heat or
was
smoke,
Jump out the window.
But
keep the door closed. Those
Emergency numbers. Number one is 911.
Was the clock actually at 9?
But it was an electric stove.
Oh no, what happened to Mike?
Like, it wasn't open flame.
What?
Flammable is your clothes.
Well, that other elderly man, he gets the information about putting the ashtray on a hard surface. So he instantly goes out into the living room. And he knows this, so he goes into the living room and he pushes the ashtray on the couch. And so this nagging has to nag him again.
What's wrong with this picture? And he goes, I know.
I did it again. I'm definitely never gonna do that again.
But not about putting it on the soft surface. It was about being inside smoking.
It was a different nag.
It was a different neg, but she was just like, "What are you doing wrong?" He's like, "Oh, it's not. It's like that this ashtray could fall over at any second. It's that I'm actually sorry."
It's like it's his own fucking house.
Yeah.
What's his voice doing? Hey, voice, get out of my house. I'll smoke wherever I want.
So then he was very relieved once the voice started nagging his good friend.
Oh, yes, the third part of
So
their
he instantly
rumble.
goes out in the living room. And he knows
Jason,
this.
it's Barbara.
Barbara, hi, I was gonna call you after dinner.
Oh, good. Maybe this will nag you now, Barbara. Try to smoke my fucking
Hey, why don't you go bother Barbara over here?
Oh, of course we are. We'll pick you up at 7.
Oh, that's great. I really appreciate
They're going
it.
somewhere.
See you then.
Who's the throuple again?
The one who
Her oxygen tank,
No. It was
space heater,
Yeah, space heater and phone books.
phone book soaked in formaldehyde. Yeah. I soak these in formaldehyde every night because I love the smell, and I put them next to my space heater.
And push him up against my front door.
A nice wafting smell that helps me to sleep.
Oh God, she's trying to commit suicide, isn't she?
Yeah.
Have you ever had
plea for help.
formaldehyde dreams?
Why did she block her?
Make sure any heat sources like a space heater.
She was keeping the zombies out.
I put my heater back. My
I'm
phone
gonna put the
buttons.
space heater next to these old phone cords.
And this oxygen tank.
There was one scene where they actually had a real fire in the house kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes.
And I wish there was a little bit more of that, a little more smattering of, of curtains.
Holy
going up.
cats, this actually does happen. Not like, this could happen.
Well, it's what, like one of those fire department sets where they rig up a house interior and they light a fire.
Backdraft.
Yes.
I've been to one of those. I used to work in. I was briefly a fire sprinkler fitter.
Rich, tell us all about sprinklers.
That's not much. That's all there is
Was
to
this
it.
the result of you cooking French fries?
No.
For burning those French fries, you gotta go.
This was just a job I had.
The fire safety, be cool about fire safety guy installed fire sprinklers.
I got this job installing fire sprinklers a year before the economy collapsed and I lost my job. And then I ended up here in desperation letting Mike make fun of me for money. That's my story. I can't watch movies anymore with fire sprinklers. They always put the little lighter up to the sprinkler and then every fucking sprinkler in the building goes off. No, it's all
just the one?
It's the one.
Yeah.
It's actually a physical glass tube in there with fluid in it.
Oh, it breaks.
Yeah, when it breaks when it gets too hot. So it's every individual sprinkler.
Oh, even
What
worse
about
pet peeve from a just common sense approach is when someone pulls the fire alarm
Oh,
and then all
yeah,
the sprinklers
yeah.
go off and they ruin everything in the building. It's like, no.
Which
A
is-
massive fire everywhere might set off the sprinklers, but you just pull an alarm.
They make that, but it's like it'd be like
Tell us more.
a paper mill that has chemicals. Like it's a building that's gonna literally go up in 30 seconds.
Like a firework factory.
Yeah, that would have that,
where
but
you
like an
pull the
office
alarm.
building, yeah. not an office
Did you ever
building.
install sprinklers in a fireworks factory?
When are we going to get to the fireworks factory?
That's a Simpsons reference.
Everybody knows that.
I know that one.
Me too.
Really? That's disgusting. Get off this show right now, you pervert.
Practice a home fire drill at least twice a year. Review your plan with any guests who visit you overnight.
Fire.
No, it's a fire outside the door, but it says Candygram.
The elderly friend, they're going to pick her up and take her somewhere, right?
Yeah.
They're all going somewhere together towards the end.
Yes, I forgot where. I don't even know if they mentioned it. We're assuming it's an elderly orgy.
Oh
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
assumed.
You speculated they were the world's first swingers.
Yeah.
The first one. That's how old they are. They're so ancient.
It's like the Romans, and then a couple thousand years went by, and then these people.
Remember, practice makes perfect.
Oh, what are they gonna have a fucking threesome?
They're the world's oldest throuple.
We're going to the orgy.
The only fire that you should be dealing with is the fire inside the bed.
That's all there is to talk about.
Was there anyone else? I guess
No
that's it.
other characters, yeah.
And there was interlaced that lady, that disembodied voice became an actual lady.
She was like the Florence Henderson lady. Like she was the old person who was not too old, to where she was like, fire, but we couldn't understand her and all that. But she was like well spoken,
the trustworthy.
trustworthy elderly.
Now, how long is this video going to be worth it? Because how many people smoke inside anymore?
You know, that's true. Yeah.
And the
Smoke while
elderly.
cooking steaks.
Yeah,
on the stove.
yeah. It's like, I'm old enough, I don't give a fuck about vapes. Just give them to me.
Right. the elderlies don't care.
Well, they're
anymore.
the people who use cigarettes are just going to get older and older. The ones who aren't going to switch over to vaping. You're going to have a massive influx of people dying, elderly people dying from cigarettes. It's going to skyrocket, man. That last generation of cigarette smokers are just going to keep getting older. They're going to burn themselves to death one by one.
Maybe the tobacco company actually put cancer-killing drugs in their cigarettes. And so these old fuckers are gonna live forever.
They discovered.
But they'll never tell anybody about it, and they're just like, Grandma, you're gonna fucking die. It's like, bullshit, I'm 102.
Jesus Christ, chemo cigarettes. That's fucking brilliant. Chemo cigarettes.
So Philip Morris discovered the cure for cancer. They put it in cigarettes.
Capitalism, man.
Yeah. That's what we took away from this video. Capitalism.
That's it. Capitalism.
Socialism.
Oh.
Capitalism.
Yeah. Man, nothing. Socialism. Capitalism. What's the last one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Communism. Nihilism. That's it.
What is our last one, Mike?
Wait.
What? What am I waiting for?
What?
Trying to see if I remember.
Oh, come on.
Literally, I don't.
No, you do.
Yeah, you do.
You will.
You do.
You
Oh,
absolutely
you mean
do.
like the name of it?
Anything about
No,
it.
about it.
Oh, come on.
Do you want a hint?
Dog costume, bear costume, old people and cigarettes.
Honestly, don't know.
I honestly don't remember.
There was an
I got it! The sex education cartoon. If you love me,
Mike,
show me.
please be accurate. This is an anti-sex education cartoon.
Right.
Well, of course I love him, Barbara. Then just give him what he wants.
Put out, honey!
Okay, so this is If You Love Me, Show Me by a family of the Americas. SINCRO International Corporation, which is probably like a fun company for a Christian company because the message of the tape is do not have premarital sex, basically.
You mean before you were married, you never had sex? No.
Listen, Paul, if you don't score pretty soon, the guys are going to start wondering about you.
Okay, so it's an animated film. That's the big thing to mention. And of course, we'll see. It's a cartoon.
Yep.
It looks like an 80s cartoon, but it's 37 minutes long.
Yep.
And it's the adventures of this girl and her boyfriend, which are seniors in high school.
Yeah, they're both 18. They're
The
adults.
fact that you call them adventures, it's like
Adventures. Well, it looks like a Saturday morning cartoon show from the 80s. Yeah.
He wants to take her to Buttfuck Point.
Fuck butt. Fuck butt point. It's the big night. He's taking her up to the fuck butt point.
I have a better idea.
Paul, should we be doing this?
Jenny, come on, just relax. This is one of our last nights together.
He brought wine. I'm sorry, champagne.
champagne.
Champagne?
I've seen comments like, what, you can no longer go live in Facebook groups? This is gonna kill my business. Oh no, my entire business model actually depends on this to mass exodus to YouTube, everyone. So in this video, I'm breaking it down, what it all means. What did Facebook do exactly? How is it gonna affect you? What steps do you need to take now? And can YouTube fill the gap that Facebook is potentially leaving? I'm Larry Petrucci, let's dig in. So what Facebook announced is that they're deprecating, AKA shutting down the group's API, and this is gonna take effect April 22nd. Now the API for groups is what allows for things like live streaming from StreamYard or Ecamm or Zoom inside of your Facebook group. It also allows these apps to show you as the streamer the comments from the stream, and even you have the ability to throw those comments up on screen so people can see their name and their comment there. Now the API also allows any other tool to schedule posts or pull data like engagement stats. So that means if we're all reading this right, it looks like Facebook will lock you out of being able to use those streaming services in the easiest way currently possible. Here's what I mean by that. You should hopefully be able to still stream using the RTMP function instead of API. I have a video breaking all of that down. But you would not be able to actually see the comments from your software, meaning that you would need to pull that stream up separately to see the comments, and you would not be able to throw those comments up on screen. And if you run a challenge like we do, where we have you actually go live inside of our group, it means that it's gonna make it 1,000 times more difficult to have you actually take part in that challenge. But don't worry, we're not giving up and our beloved challenges are not going anywhere. Don't worry. Now, before you decide to freak out and change everything, keep watching. First, Facebook is very unclear about what all of this means. They have said nothing about the details or what they might do instead. Mari Smith is speculating that maybe Facebook's AI tools that they want to implement so badly could fill the need, but who knows? So the question remains, are they killing access completely for us to use groups to connect with and engage with our audiences through live streams? Or do they have something else up their sleeves? We won't know until they tell. You can no longer stream inside of Facebook groups as of April 22nd, 2024, or at least not like you used to. There is another option. Not quite as easy, but simple enough with just an extra step. The biggest thing you won't get is comments like you used to. I'm gonna break it all down for you. You see, Facebook, or Meta, announced the deprecation or removal of Facebook just made everyone freak out. I have seen comments like, what, you can no longer go live in Facebook group?